see how the oil in the new angle gear looks. It didn't look like it was black tar, like my angle gear. Guessing it's very dry in there. Dude, Volvo loves weird metric sizes. There's oil in there. Oh, it looks clean. That's good. Going with there is absolutely nothing in there. Okay, that's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing at all. No wonder the angle gear oil in mine was never changed. There isn't actually a drain plug for these. That is for the Haldex unit, which I'm just gonna service since I'm replacing the Haldex computer itself. I'm gonna do the fluids. That's what all this is. Cool. Extraction and filling pump. That's for the back end. I also have not. Here we are. Alright. New angle gear, new components. I got a little seal. Got another little seal. Got the give 5 minutes. Holy shit. Trans seal. Seven lock rings already in there. Be super happy about that. What do you know? It is. Alright, cool. Oh, I see the little green ring, and I see the seal right here. So, that'll be the right seal. And I'm just tearing apart mindlessly right now. Yeah, that's the right seal. Yeah, okay. Ah, there we go. Okay. Alright. Shit. Where did I put the new seal? Oh, God. Here. Super tough, max gear, cushioning molecules, blah, 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 blah. There we go. Perfect. Kind of grease it down the up a little bit. Slips right in. Awesome. I hope I have to never take this thing out. New angle gear collar is in there. Took me a little hammer slogging with the rubber mallet, and I then moved on to a piece of wood. Yeah, all right, that's pressed up. That's where it's gotta be. You had that play in the middle there, so we're good. Part's good enough. The tolerance is a little loose because that thing slid in and out of there, no problem. This thing, on the other hand, tolerance is a lot tighter. This did not easily just sling in and out of there. Can we get this bad boy in here? Yeah, we can. I'm gonna clean that up a bit. Some WD-40. Oh, it broke off. Well, that didn't last long. Maybe this one will last a little longer. I think that's gonna be all right. I feel like a little bit of gear oil to help this along will probably be a good idea. Oh, Jesus. Get a little on these splines. Over here. Here's to hoping the Volvo and I have a splendid relationship for a while. Time for the fun part. The part where I'm gonna somehow make this fit in here again. I don't honestly remember how I even did this. Alright. Oh yeah. Alright. Whew. Okay. least fun part of all of this. Oh, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Cool. Fuck yeah. Oh, that top one. That top one is gonna be a nightmare. Okay, that's one. I'm impressed because I'm gonna go look. I don't know. No. Fuck. I have no clue where I just pushed that bolt. Cool, not a hole. Thought I was about to slip into a hole. It's definitely not the hole. Fuck. Where the shit is this hole? Okay, I'm gonna work. Literally can't see the fucking hole. Feels like it's in the hole. I can feel threads. I think we're in. I'll check the torque specs for this. Down to torque. No. Oh, damn it. There we go. Okay. All right, top, bottom, secured to 75 Newton meters. Fuck yeah. We're set. Angle gear in. Let's get some oil in there. Plug for the oil. Okay. Angle gear's in. Lots of some royal purple in here for me. You do a good job of staying awesome now. I'm not gonna treat you like the last angle gear that apparently never had a fluid change in its life. I'm gonna do the gear oil for the trans right now. Ba-da-pow. So much gear oil. Ah, royal purple. The elitist prick of motor oils. That's gone now, but what are you gonna do? My drive shaft is like stuck in there because without getting this drive shaft out, I can't actually get to this filter cover here, and that's gonna be a problem. The oil itself is jumped through this hole right here, not a big deal. But the worst and funniest part is the diff doesn't have a drain plug. So I have to extract the fluid out of a diff as well. Awesome. Now, I could be lazy about this. I could just do the fluid. I could just check the fluid and see how, you know what, I'm just gonna check the fluid and see how it is. And if it's not too bad, I'm not gonna sweat the filter. Because I have a feeling getting that drive shaft out is gonna be a pain in the ass. A pain in the ass that I don't personally want to deal with. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I know I'm cutting a corner or two, but I'm not cutting all the corners. If I can't get that drive shaft out, it's kind of a moot point to try and do too much service here. It's 13, all right. Broke it up. Tear it off. Haldex, oh, good to change it. I grabs this almighty fluid pump that we have here. Nothing, because they didn't suck anything out. Son of a bitch. And to very little surprise, I am in for quite the shit show of a ride here. Okay, I'm gonna be removing the Haldex unit first. Oh, that would be why. Fuck. Do that. Well, at least the clip is still there and secure, so that doesn't matter, I guess. Yeah, this super awesome engineering marvel that is atrocious clips. Oh, hell yeah. It's not looking like the cleanest fluid. It's not awful, but it's not the cleanest looking fluid. No, it looks like it's letting out some darker stuff for sure. Yeah, so the gear oil coming out is pretty much black tar as well and smells pretty burnt. I'm actually glad I decided to do this. I'm letting the Haldex stuff just chill out for now. I got some lubricants on the bolts. I'm hoping it penetrates a little. But this is where the real excitement is right now, you guys. Just little by little, getting this thing in there and being like, okay, here we go. And you pull. Good amount of gear oil in there, and it's just, as you can see, pretty much crispy burned. And that's all right, 120,000 some miles on this thing now. So I'm glad I'm taking the time to do this. But I can see why the angle gear got some fresh royal purple for ya. My lovely little Euro shitbox. Love me back, I'm begging you. That should give us everything we need for the rear diff here. Still waiting for that good old Haldex to loosen up. There we go. Oh. All right, cool. Rear diff filled. Excellent. Definitely one cord in there. I don't know if this drive shaft's gonna come out willingly. I feel like it's gonna fight me to the death, as always. I'd really like to get that filter changed. Given the condition of the fluids all over this car, there are holes indeed that I noticed before, and I thought they were threaded, and they are indeed. So, what that means is you get to thread in this M8 125, push the shaft out from the other side. What fucking joke. I'm getting up crank doing this under here. Nope. Yeah, the thread's there. So is the rust. Yeah, that's the same length. We're gonna go ahead and do that. And this one, it's gonna work. Oh, that Haldex fluid is definitely trashed. Gosh, it's pretty dark. Which does mean that I really gotta do these fluids. And not fuck around with it. Man, there's a lot. There's a lot. Ruben's got the right idea. Buy new cars. People have that right idea. Why bother with this shit when you can just buy a new car? It's dumb. Like, dealerships will do this crap when you buy a new car. Ugh. I don't really have the clearance for this. Okay. Yeah. I don't see myself getting this out of there. Well, no new filter, no new cap. Good old Volvo. Good old-fashioned luxury Euro trash. There's a reason I avoided these kinds of cars all of my life. And it would be for this maintenance bullshit right now. I mean, honestly, the angle gear went pretty smoothly. The Haldex is what was the big pain in the ass. I couldn't get the drive shaft off, so that means I couldn't get the collar cup off the diff, which means I could not replace the filter for the Haldex. That's fine. At least it's got new fluid. I'll see what I can do about that later on. I don't really care right now. As long as it's got new fluid in there and it's got the new Gen 3, well, the new to me, Gen 3 Haldex control module in there, I should be getting that supposed 60-40 split now, or at least a lot more instantaneous than the old one. Hopefully it works, because if it doesn't, it's gonna piss me off. But at least putting the old unit back on won't be that hard. Just 2 bolts and a pair of plugs. So I'm gonna wrap her up now. Yay! New vibrant muffler is on. Not the prettiest welds when it comes to welding on already used and contaminated stainless steel that's seen the elements for the last 5 years. I am curious to see how much better this sounds, or at least throatier. Yay! Shitbox R is finally complete. Topped off with fluids, with a couple of parts replaced too. I even managed to replace the bushings on the strip bar over there. They were actually pretty much dead, with reinforced ones, so should be a stiffer feel in the cabin and with the shifter, so that's good. Ooh, I can't forget to torque down the lug nuts. Kind of do that. Am I the only one that like gets a little freaked out when they work on a European Lux Trashmobile and they take it apart and then they put it back together? Even though every nut and bolt is where it should be and everything's connected, you're just kind of like, is it gonna work? I hope this thing works. Like, I honestly just a little bit freaked out, but it's not good. I'm gonna go ahead and torque down the wheels, fire her up and see if she's okay. I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit louder, but it sounds really throaty and mean right now. I'm liking it. The vibrant muffler for the win. Well, of course, in classic Volvo fashion, none of the instrument panel works now. It says brake failure, stop safely, brake lights on, ABS lights on, check engine lights on. I'm not even remotely surprised right now. So, you know, if you ever think to yourself, man, Volvo V70s are dope, especially those R models. I mean, they kind of are, but just be ready to deal with an atrocious headache at times. I'm sure if I disconnect the battery right now and let it sit and then go get the computer with PETA on it, I can probably reset everything and it'll be just fine. Oil pressure's good, lambda's good, fuel's in proper. Seems like it's got good vacuum too, so I miss this thing, but I do not miss these fucking problems. All right, well, after reading through everything, I guess I don't get a Gen 3 Haldex upgrade. It is a hit or miss with these upgrades, from what I understand. Either the module is going to work without any kind of programming, or it just doesn't. And mine did not read at all, so that was fairly disappointing. I might try it again in the future later to see if one of the other serial numbered ones work, if I can come across one and I pick and pull for cheap enough. Yeah, but it seems to be fine now. No check engine lights, no bullshit, so good to go. Well, who would have thought? Volvo made it. It's doing fine. All the lights are off. No bullshit. Makes me super happy. And now, I'm on my way to pick up something very special for another project in the shop. Stay tuned. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this crap.